The 2K Sports pregame show.
With the Diesel and the Jet, this is Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight we'll be watching the Utah Jazz playing against the Golden State Warriors. And for Golden State, they're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. Golden State does so many things well. Obviously, the offensive side of the ball, they're tremendous. But a lot of folks, Kenny, don't realize how good they are defensively, and statistically, they were the best in the league last year.
You know, Ernie, when you have multiple players on the all-defensive team, you have Andrew Bogut, you got Draymond Green, guys who are lockdown defenders, you are going to be a great defensive team. And they've held their best field goal percentage against teams last season, 42.6%.
That's just under 43% in my book.
0.6.
Yeah.
You know what, Ernie, what I like about that team, everyone from the 2 to the 4 position has quickness, speed, allows them to just switch all over the court. And when they go small, they're unbeatable, Ernie.
And, of course, you got Steph Curry. And you know what I like to say about him.
Steph Curry with the shot, boy.
He makes it.
Steph Curry with the shot, boys.
He makes it look
effortless.
Oh,
that's a good one.
He's still using
that was a good
yes,
one.
Yes, sir. Time now for tip-off.
I got one. He's so Steph-efficient.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh,
Come on, Kenny.
He's very
you
clever.
Got one?
You got one?
He's very Currylicious.
Boo. Boo,
that was
boo, boo.
terrible. Kevin Harlan, take it away.
A lovely night here in San Francisco, the San Francisco Bay Area. Our venue, the Oracle Arena in Oakland, California, our scene. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports, and thanks for joining us on this fine Thursday afternoon. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. It's all about the Western Conference. That's where the action is today as the Golden State Warriors get ready to battle.
Ready, gentlemen? Ready?
And the Jazz start out with the ball. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. So on the floor for Utah, Favors and Gobert, the shot-blocking duo inside. Burks the off guard with Hayward at the 3. And it's Exum in at the point guard position. The offensive rebound. Tries again. Here's Burks. Great D that time from Green. And the Warriors with possession here. Curry kicks to Thompson. Left side Curry unloads. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Curry's got his team on the board to start the game for the Warriors. Utah was so tough near the end of last season, Greg. They weren't going to make the playoffs, but they did give other teams some trouble.
That's a great point. And how about going 19-10 after the All-Star break? Another team that would have been in the playoffs if they were in the East.
Back to Favors. Just 4 to shoot. Utah needs to get off a shot here. They grab their own miss. On defense, Utah. Barnes with it. He dishes it to Thompson. Good on the three-point shot. Thompson's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And, you know, for the Jazz, you mentioned their post-All-Star break surge. I mean, that 19-10 record they had after the break was good enough for 6th best in the league.
Now here's Hayward. Another miss by Utah.
Still scoreless after 4 attempts, trying to take the lid off the basket.
Curry with it. Now defended by Exum. From outside the arc. The shot is off. And Utah the other way now.
And really, the Jazz were a team nobody wanted to play after the break. They were over 500 against the rest of the West and had some big wins over playoff teams in the process.
And it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
And the wide open shot from Green. Nice jump shot from the top of the key. Green's got his first 2 points of the night. Jazz have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Favors with a screen on Thompson. Exum passes to Favors. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. And it goes on Draymond Green.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne.
You know, Clark, the thing you like about Derek Favors is he keeps adding to his game every year. You forget how young he is, too.
That's exactly right. We need a reminder. This guy came into the league very early, right after a year of college. Seems like he's been around forever.
Now, here's Curry. Feeds it to Bogut. Pass to Thompson. 6 to shoot. And that one comes up a bit short. Utah trailing here. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Exum dishes to Favors. That ties it up. Favors has got 5 now.
You can't give him that shot. A few open looks are all it takes to get him in the zone.
Curry kicks to Green. And stolen by Favors. Here's Exum. He kicks to Favors. Hayward on the wing. Favors with the screen. Off the pick. Rebound Bogut.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And the basket by Curry.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
Now, here's Exum. Now the dish to Favors. And that comes off the assist by Exum. That's 7 points for Derek Favors.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
And Green gets it to go.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
A minute 42 left to play in the first. Different look here for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Bogut. Iguodala comes in for Harrison Barnes. Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. .139 left to play here in the first. Kicks it to Ingles to the inside. Here's Booker, and he lays it straight in.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And watch, Clark, how the game plays out, because this is going to open things up on the perimeter.
Livingston passes to Green. Inside. Livingston, no luck.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
So many great statistics are available to demonstrate just how dominant the Warriors were last season. My favorite is, G8, their point differential.
You know, to be able to beat your opponent by double digits on average is something only 8 teams have been able to do in the history of the league.
It's amazing. Now here's Booker. Lyles passes to Burke. Shot clock at 6. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. The Warriors leading. Barbosa kicks to Iguodala. That's good. Iguodala's got his first bucket of the night. Jazz have gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11.
And guys, the Warriors ended the year at just over a 10-point differential per game. I mean, still that number is staggering when you think of what it takes to achieve that mark over the course of a season. Typically, championship teams are somewhere in the +6 to +8 range. 10 is off the charts.
Now Spates. No good on his first attempt of the game. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Warriors ahead, leading by 3. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Oracle Arena in Oakland, California. It's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And from what we've seen so far from the Warriors, how would you grade them?
It's been about the pace. You can see they're going to try to keep this game in the open floor.
Yeah, and you know, it's been a tempo that they like, and they're getting some easy buckets in transition here.
Warriors leading by 3. The Splash Brothers are the guards. They'll get out there with Festus Ezeli, and it's Barnes in at the small forward position. That's the group for the Golden State Warriors to start the second quarter. Early on last year, it was clear Steph Curry was just on another level. Was an MVP candidate right from the start of the season, and he would eventually be voted that award.
And I thought very deserving. You could see how he elevated his play, and so many of us, and so much talk focuses on what he does offensively. But he was ahead of the snake of a terrific defensive group for Golden State a season ago, and that's one reason why he ended up being the MVP.
And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Utah. Warriors on D. 3-point lead. That's good.
And with Curry winning his first NBA MVP award, he played the fewest minutes by an MVP in league history, mostly because his team was up by so much he got to sit a number of fourth quarters.
Here's Curry after Gordon Hayward's bucket, and he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone.
And with Curry and the MVP, there was some pressure with Hart. Relatively close voting, but Curry was the clear winner. Hard to argue with the season he had, leading his team to 67 wins last year.
And, you know, guys, Dante Exum is such a fluid, versatile athlete, really shows great promise, has tremendous size and length for a point guard, can also play the two. His rookie season last year, though, a mixed bag.
For Dante Exum, Greg, last season he didn't shoot the ball that well, and his turnover rate was what you might expect from a rookie, but his defense was good. In fact, borderline excellent at times.
That's a great point, Kevin. And you know what I like about Exum, when his shot wasn't falling, you know, he didn't allow it to affect the other facets of his game. He would find ways to contribute, and that's the kind of attitude that so many scouts got excited about when they were talking about this guy in the first place.
Now here's Barnes. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Curry dishes to Bogut. Comes up empty off the pick.
How about him there, just bodying him up to make him alter the trajectory on that shot?
Definitely some very sound defense played on that trick.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
Now here's Curry. Goes up at the stripe, and again no good by Golden State. The Jazz have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Bogut back up on top. Out left to the wing. And here's Barnes for 3. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
You know what, guys? He can really light it up from the perimeter at times.
Exum kicks to Hayward. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. And that one's good.
And what a first year it was for Steve Kerr and the Warriors. It was the best debut as a new coach ever. 67 wins. He also established a franchise win total in his first year.
On our old partner, Steve Kerr also got a chance to coach the West All-Stars, and Greg, his record-setting debut season with the Golden State Warriors. Clark, he really hit a lot of big milestones early.
Well, none of us are surprised at his success.
No.
I mean, Steve will be the first to tell you it was because he was surrounded by excellent assistants. I mean, that's one of the underrated aspects of being a good coach is you've got to have a good staff, and Steve has that.
Excellent point. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
And guys, nice to see Bogut out there given all the injuries that he's had to overcome in his career. Just glad to see him at full strength.
Jazz trail by 3. You know, and Bogut, as I recall, Clark was so distraught by those injuries that at one point he thought he might retire.
Yeah, he gave some serious thought to packing it in after the 2013 season, Kevin. Luckily for his team, though, he worked through it and is as strong as ever at the defensive end. Don't take your eyes off of him because he can make plays from multiple spots on the floor. Put the isolated cam on him.
Screen by Bogut. Dishes to Curry. And there's the feed to Bogut. It's stolen by Gobert.
Blocking foul, Harrison Barnes.
And the Warriors with some changes. Spates checked in for Bogut. Draymond Green comes in for Ezeli. And it's Iguodala in for Barnes. And Utah also making a switch. Burks is checked in. Knocked loose. Here's Thompson. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 3 assists in the game. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Warriors.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
Warriors leading by 3.
You know, basketball can be a thing of beauty, and the Warriors show just how gorgeous ball movement can be last year. Every possession looked like a well-orchestrated concert. It was incredibly fun to watch. Not so much fun, probably, to coach against.
Now Burke, after the missed 3 from Iguodala. Burke, the pass to Burks. Just 5 to shoot. Pulls up. The Jazz again can't hit it. Well, the Warriors did zip the ball around very well last year, Clark. They led the league, as Greg was just talking about, led the league in assists per game. It wasn't even close. Over 27 assists per game as a team.
Yeah, 28 times they had 30 or more assists. In 2014, the team that led in that category was the Spurs. They did it only 16 times.
Now Burke, after the missed 3 from Klay Thompson. And Gobert kicks to Hayward. Second chance shot. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Favors.
Just no chance for the smaller defender to block that shot.
He's really, really good at using his size to free himself up for those mid-range jumpers. A master at it.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
Sean Livingston, he's checked in for Golden State. So, Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Lyles checked in for Rudy Gobert. Booker comes in for Derek Favors. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Gordon Hayward. Rodney Hood subbed in for Alec Burks. Here's Ingles. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Now, here's Burke. Tight defense on him. Takes it from 10. Cannot hit. So Golden State will take it the other way. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here is Livingston. Iguodala outside. And there's the pass to Livingston. Outside, Green. And the jumper is on the mark. Green's got 7 points. Here's Burke. Can't cash in from a high post.
Man, that is a missed opportunity right there.
And he'll be the first to tell you, Greg, that's one he should have knocked down.
And we are not going to halftime just yet. Officials signaling they are going to review the tape.
And the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing it up. And even before we look at the replay, I'm pretty sure he got that off in time.
Yeah, that's how it looked to me, and that's the call we should see here. But no harm in going back to the footage and making absolutely certain.
And they've overturned the call. The replay was conclusive, and that one's going to count.
And, Kevin, an example of why it's good to have replay. I don't know what kind of impact it'll have on the final result, but you always want them to get every call right.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Warriors lead by 4. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Thank you, Kevin. Andre, what has been the underlying principle of how you and the team have taken the floor tonight?
Communication. Communication doesn't show up on the stat sheet, but in order for us to be a good team, everyone has to be on the same page, and we're doing it tonight.
Andre, thank you. Kevin, one of those intangibles you always look to.
Thank you, Doris. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of quarter number 3.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We'll be taking a look back at the first half of basketball. Golden State found themselves in a close game in the first. Their biggest lead during the opening period was 5. The second quarter was a strong effort for them as they continued to battle, and they were able to close out the half in a good position. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
They were clearly a better shooting team. Their play calling and execution were on point. It wasn't a dominant performance, but you did get an idea of how efficient they can be. They'll need to continue that kind of shooting if they want to pull away in the second half.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Utah?
Well, their defense was really inconsistent. They get a stop, then turn around and give up an easy bucket. That's why they allowed over 50% shooting. Their defense needs to be a lot more focused in the second half.
And that's it for halftime as the second half is just about to get underway. See you after the game.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far.
What a game for Favors. 9 points, and he was able to come up with 1 steal, too.
You know what? He's been a difference maker defensively today, Clark. He's disrupted more plays than the stat sheet will show.
And it's the Warriors with the ball. 4-point game. Checking out the group for Quinn Snyder to start the second half. The forwards are Hayward and Favors, Exum and Burks, their backcourt, and it's Gobert in at the 5. Now here's Barnes. And that one's good. Barnes has got the lead up to 6 now for the Warriors.
He got a little room at the rim and laid it in. Great play.
And how about Harrison Barnes, the Black Falcon? I mean, he was a high school phenom in Ames, Iowa, and a lottery pick back in 2012 after 2 seasons at Carolina. Remember also in high school, he was a teammate of Dougie McBuckets.
3 on the clock. And he gets the shot to fall after coming off the pick. Burks has got his first basket of the night.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
Here's Curry. And that one comes up a bit short. Harrison Barnes, of course, went to North Carolina, grew up as a huge fan of former Tar Heel Michael Jordan.
Yeah, you know, interesting, his mother started taping Jordan's games on the VCR years before he was born. His given name, Harrison Bryson Jordan Barnes. How about that for a factoid?
I didn't know that.
Nor did I.
That's his second personal foul. First team foul. The Jazz with the timeout. Oracle Arena, let's keep it going for your Warriors girls.
Warriors on D. They lead by 4. Right side Favors from 12 feet out. Makes a big high bounce and goes in. Favors has got 11 points.
And he should thank the team for those 2 points. Nobody paid much attention to him on that play.
Catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Steve Kerr was saying to the team. He told the team he wanted their offense to run through Green. Coach is calling on him to play a big role in the offense for the rest of this game, to really be one of the key guys for them down the stretch. Those are likely not the last adjustments they make today, guys. There's still time left in this one. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks again, Doris. And in an era where so many guys take the money and run, Gordon Hayward did the best he could to live up to his new contract. Clark last year, a 4-year max deal signed heading into last season.
Yeah, and the way max contracts work nowadays, even the upper mid-tier guys are getting them. A trend that will probably continue, at least in the near future. I don't like it, though. There are only a small number of guys that are really max contract players in the NBA.
Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for the Warriors. Two minutes gone in this third quarter now. Screen by Bogut. Curry dishes to Green. It's Leandro Barbosa on the wing. Clock at 4. Shot from 16. It's deflected. Now here's Exum. Covered by Barnes. And Hayward gets it to go.
And when you get back to Hayward, last year his points per game were way up. But really impressive, his shooting percentages. Were way up. That's a big step forward, I believe, in his development.
Here's Barnes. After Gordon Hayward's bucket. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Andrew Bogut. That's foul number 2 for him. Festus Ezeli, he's checked in for Andrew Bogut.
Festus Ezeli.
For Utah, they've gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Gobert, the screen. Now, here's Exum. He's guarded closely. It's tipped. It's stolen by Green. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way. And it's Barbosa, again missing.
You know, on the topic of whether Hayward is a true max prospect, he did some things last year to at least argue that he is. He was stronger, a lot more aggressive going to the rim. His defense improved, too. He'll need another year of development like that to silence the doubters.
Now here's Curry. Rudy Gobert missing his last shot. And the basket good. 8 points for Barnes.
Of all the guys you want to leave open out on the perimeter, he is the absolute last guy on the list. Attention to detail. Know your personnel.
Gobert, the screen. Hayward goes in. Favors with a wide open look. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Favors has got 4 points now in the quarter. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Curry kicks to Green. Pass to Barnes. Green, the screen. And here is Barbosa. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Barnes cans the shot from the wing. And the Warriors lead by 3.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Ball's knocked loose. Hayward against Barbosa. Pass to Barnes. Outside Curry. On the wing, Green. 6 on the shot clock. For 3, Barbosa. Another 3 for Golden State.
Yeah, perfect release that time. I mean, I thought it might get blocked, but no.
Yeah, he was giving up a lot of size in that particular matchup, but showed the excellent ability to get off that shot despite the disadvantage in size.
So it's the Jazz now after the Warriors pick up 3. Here's Gobert. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Gobert's got his first bucket in this one. Warriors leading by 4. Outside Curry. At the top of the key, Barbosa. Gobert with the block.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Burks the pass to Gobert. Gobert the screen. Exum with it. Started now by Barnes.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have. You're right.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
Exum kicks to Burks. Up off the screen. Pops loose off the pick and hammers it home.
Hang time on that rim. Puts a little whipped cream on that angel food cake there.
It's a tight ball game, and those displays of strength, Clark, can get one team rolling.
Agreed.
And also the other on its heels. Let's see how this one turns out.
Hayward, left side. And no good trying to get that one. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Warriors ahead, up by 7. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. Well, welcome back as we get set to start the 4th. Jazz trail by 7. On the wing, Thompson and Iguodala. Maurice Spates out there with Bogut, and it's Livingston in at the point guard. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Here's Ingles. The Warriors pull it in. Bogut's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Iguodala dishes to Livingston. Thompson in the corner. And it's good, assisting on the play with Livingston. 10 points for Klay Thompson.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Now here's Booker. Ingles kicks to Burke. They set the pick. Clock at 6. Fires the 3. And Thompson sends it back from past the arc.
Trey Lyles. First personal foul, team's first.
Warriors leading by 9. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Livingston passes to Spates. He gives them a double-digit lead.
Didn't have any problem knocking that one down. Another defensive lapse leading to 2 more.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Shots good by Lyles.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
Now here's Thompson. He feeds it to Bogut. Over to the wing. Screen by Bogut. Passes it to Spates. Shoots off the screen. They get it back. Puts up the baby hook. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two.
That's his second personal foul.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Warriors?
Well, their passing has been picturesque. A thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
And also, I think it's really led to the rhythm and confidence you've seen from long range tonight throughout the entire game.
And he knocks down the first one. And despite some of the injuries over the years, Andrew Bogut still one of the game's best shot blockers, averaging well over 2.5 a game in his career. And Greg, he protects the rim like few others can, a rugged player.
And in last season, almost 3 block shots per game. And with all the offensive firepower around him, I think it really allows him to play to his strengths. That's why having a great team is about pieces of the puzzle fitting. He's a terrific piece for this group.
And getting back to Bogut, people forget he's a pretty good athlete. The reason he was drafted #1 overall way back when was because of his insane combination of size and movement skill. That's why he remains one of the excellent shot blockers in the league today.
Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Hey, Kevin. I was able to listen in on what Quinn Snyder was going over with his team. He told his guys it's time to turn it up a little and try to make a push. We've worked too hard to come away empty-handed. Let's put this thing away. Kevin, we'll see if they can get it done.
And when you talk about Bogut, I think the Warriors' incredible regular season inspired him. He didn't have to be the star. He just had to anchor that deed. Sometimes when you give a guy a specific task to be the best at, that's when he delivers the most.
Livingston kicks to Spates. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston. Livingston's got 3 assists tonight.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
And that's a well-contested shot.
Well, we've seen him before. He does not allow you to just get easy baskets. He's always going to make you work for it.
Here is Livingston. Bogut sets a screen for Thompson. 6 on the shot clock. Here's the 3. Booker pulls it in.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
No doubt about it. The defense, you can see him exhaling right now. Fortunate that he didn't knock that one down.
Out left to the wing. Nice ball movement by Utah. Burke with it, working on Thompson. Burke can't get it to go.
He's been an absolute non-factor. 0 factor this game. Just a horrible performance from him.
Here's Thompson. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Some really terrific numbers for Thompson. He's got 10 points and a block.
At the line for your Warriors, Klay Thompson. At the line for 2.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Thompson. Clark, remember a year ago, Klay Thompson was the subject of trade speculation, possibly, in fact, going to the Timberwolves for Kevin Love.
Yeah, in the end, the Warriors stood pat, and it was a controversial decision at that point, but I don't think there's any question it was a pretty good move for the Warriors right now.
He's perfect from the line this time.
And the Warriors, also inking Thompson to that 4-year, $70 million extension. A big show of faith on their part, and it's looking like money well spent.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Hayward goes in. The Jazz again can't hit it.
And now Klay Thompson with deeper pockets, but never one to splurge. His father taught him well. I mean, his rookie year, he drove the family hand-me-down. He brought his next hard use, so his focus is clearly on the game, not the glitz and glamour.
He's their go-to guy. When he shoots the ball like he has today, that's what the scoreboard usually looks like.
Gobert with a screen on Barnes. Hayward goes in, and good on the basket. Book it.
How about the screen that frees him up, though, for the jumper?
Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, I agree. Got to use some clock here.
Outside Curry. He dishes it to Thompson. Green, the screen. Barnes passes to Green. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Bogut. Gobert with the defensive effort. Jazz trail by 13. Exum kicks to Hayward. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. They get Stephen Curry.
There are those who wonder if Gordon Hayward can lead a team to the promised land. However, as just a sophomore, he led a non-powerhouse college to a championship game. So, in fact, they were just one basket away from winning it all.
The first free throw is good. Going back to Hayward, he took that buzzer-beating half-court shot, Clark, that would have won his school the championship. You actually called that game, and it did hit the backboard and rim, but unfortunately did not go in.
Well, Hayward's the kind of guy who's willing to put his team on his back and try to carry him. He's willing to take that responsibility on. Whether he can deliver at the highest level, time will tell.
Hayward hits them both.
Looking at the game for Hayward, he has 12 points, and he's also been picking up some nice assists here and there, too.
And Clark, that needs to continue. When he has an opportunity to get an open teammate the ball, he has got to make that a priority.
A minute 20 left in the fourth quarter.
That's his first personal foul. At the line for the Warriors, Harrison Barnes.
That free throw missing. And he sinks the second.
You know, Barnes is playing well. 16 points, and the three-pointers have been dropping for him. He's got 3 of them.
And you know what, Clark? If you continue to shoot the way he is, he may have to become more of an integral part of their offensive scheme.
A nice bounce back here for Harrison Barnes, Clark, in year 3. Moved into the starting lineup last year and really responded.
Yeah, he did. I think he benefited from the new system. He was miscast as an isolation scorer, but when he can spot up for threes and catch the ball on the move, that's his game.
.119 left in the fourth. Hayward on the wing, covered by Barnes. Gobert with a screen for Exum. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Harrison Barnes, very athletic. He certainly passes the eye test. And with his size, he can punish smaller wings and create mismatches. And then also he can play some small ball power forward at times as well with the way they like to space the floor. And you talk about Harrison Barnes overall. He had a nice uptick in his rebounding last year. And that was a goal of his. He wanted to get his activity level up. And oftentimes the difference between being good and great is just making those small incremental improvements in different facets of your game.
Exum hits them both.
Boy, perfect half at the free throw line for him. That'll help their comeback effort for real.
And Clark, those free throws need to continue if they're going to get back in this game. And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Warriors.
It was like watching a three-point shooting contest tonight here, Clark.
I call them warm-up jump shots. I mean, 3 after 3, it paid off for him in the end.
Just a quality win, and you look at the box score and some really good numbers for Barnes. There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
No one covered. And the Warriors lead by 13.
And they feel good about this win tonight, guys, defending their home court.
I agree. Job well done. They gave these fans exactly what they wanted.
It's Thompson off the drive. Exum pulls it in. Last break. Here come the Jazz. Here's Burks. And that comes off the assist by Exum.
You know, I think when you've got somebody that open on the perimeter, a good shooter, the kickout's the only choice.
Outside Curry. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
Well, you know, it makes a big difference. I mean, you never felt like they had any doubts that they'd come out on top.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Congratulations on this win tonight, Stephen, and tell us a little bit about the driving philosophy behind how this team strives to be the most cohesive unit possible.
To me, it's a commitment. We know that that's going to put us in good position to win every single night. Is if we bring the effort, multiple efforts at each possession, where you might get beat, but you got to get back in the play. God's going to help you, you help him. We care about each other, so we want to make sure that nobody's left out to dry. And I think that's a big factor. And we're just relentless on the defensive end.
Congratulations, Steph. Great job, guys. Over to you.
Thank you, Doris. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. So long, everyone.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaq and the Jet as we present our Jordan Player of the Game, Harrison Barnes. He had an outstanding third quarter. Whatever they needed in terms of energy and offense, he was the firepower that propelled them during the second half. Kenny, your thoughts?
He was dead on from the field tonight, guys. I'd call his performance economical because there was no wasted opportunities. He took advantage of every good look he got. I mean, everything he put up was going in.
Just a sensational performance on a lot of levels, Ernie. Too many levels to talk about. Man, in some game, he's in the background. He doesn't get the chance to be the star of the show, but not tonight. He's the star tonight. Put him on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.